It is football at 4, but we're pivoting from that because we have Mike Grinnell, a.k.a. Donnelly, a.k.a. member of the Spittin Chiclets pod, Chiclets University, and most importantly, Siren Sounder for tonight, Game 2, Eastern Conference Finals.
Let's go.
Hey, let's not forget, part of the Carolina Hurricanes organization is a co-owner of the Greensboro Gargoyles.
Most important. Yeah.
He's rocking the gargoyle merch and stuff right now. It looks fresh, man.
Head to toe, a little hot for the purple jumpsuit here, but you got to do what you got to do to rep the Gargoyles.
Well, I mean, what's so bad about having weather like this to tailgate before a hockey game?
I was just saying it to you guys before we came on. Like, you can't find this in other places. You really can't. And I noticed that when we first came down for the outdoor game, which was obviously colder weather, but still, you still got a taste of what the tailgate scene was like here. And so friendly, so welcoming. It was funny because usually when we come to these things, it's we're with Bids, we're with Wit. Everyone's like, come on over. But for the outdoor game, it was me and Merles and Memes and a few of us. We didn't have the big dogs, and we were a little worried walking into the tailgate. Who are we going to tailgate with? And it was like the first group of people we saw. Hurricanes fans were inviting us over. So I'm excited to get in the mix today.
It's a good time.
Well, I mean, you've been very nice. We were talking off air. You've been very nice. So I feel bad having to do this, but you do have to answer for your pod a little bit here. Where's the logic in insulting a team and then getting confused when their fans are upset by the insult? Because Whitney goes, "Oh, you play such a boring brand of hockey. Canes fans get upset." And then he's going, "Well, you just have to not care when people call you boring because you're winning." And I'm going, we call them boring. Of course the fans are going to get upset.
But I actually I see his side of it. It's like it's almost like the New Jersey Devils in the late '90s, early 2000s. It's like, who cares if people says you guys are boring? They kind of are a little boring, but they win. They win games. And I'll be honest, guys, I've been a Boston Bruins fan my whole life. Mm-hmm. The Boston Bruins aren't the most fun team to watch, and they haven't been for years. And even when they were at their best, they weren't the most fun team to watch, but they won hockey games.
They did,
and that's all that matters at the end of the day.
That's it. Patrice Bergeron, one of my favorite players of all time, by the way.
One of the best guys.
I know, he's so good.
So if they win hockey games, let's get some expertise from the Spittin Chiclets guy here. What do the Canes have to do to win tonight after a game one that things went a little haywire?
I think you need Freddie Anderson to play the game of his life tonight, and what is it? They've played 6 games now in 9-10 days. They've played a lot of hockey recently, and I think the Canes had a few days off before game one. The Cats were coming in, right off a game. They still had the momentum from game 7. The Cats have to get tired eventually. They've played so much hockey the past 3 or 4 years. They got to get tired eventually. So you hope that's tonight. Matthew Tkachuk, you got to imagine. I mean, he's hurt. He's got to be hurt, right? He has to be hurt.
He's not himself. Whatever's going on, he's not himself.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's where you attack. I think that's where you have to go at is if Matthew Tkachuk's not being 100%, then there's a chance.
Is Shane Gostisbehere going to shoot another puck at Brad Marchand, or is Brad Marchand going to shoot another puck at
that's tough for me to see because I'm a Marshy guy.
Yeah, that's
I'm a Brad Marchand guy.
Makes sense.
Through and through, I'm a Marchand guy. So that was tough to see. Obviously on purpose. I mean, the most on purpose thing.
He said it after. He's like, I got upset and I shot a puck at him.
Yeah, it happens.
I don't know if you should admit it like that.
Do you think that's going to carry over tonight? Do you think we'll see a little bad blood?
I don't think so. The only time I expect it is if it's another 5-2 score late, and then you're going to see some sort of antic. Either way, even if Florida's down 5-2, that's when they'll try and make it. But if it's a 1-goal game, they're not going to do that stuff. I don't see it.
I look at it as, again, if you're a Marshy guy, you understand. That's his game. I think that's a perfect thing to point to and go, hey, guys, we can't do what Ghost did yesterday. He's going to try to get all of us involved in that. But the Canes, if they're going to play their game, it doesn't involve that.
Yeah, and that's what I said before the series. Is the Hurricanes have to just play their game. You can't try to out Florida Panthers because it's just not going to happen. They're too good at playing their game. They are. And especially, with adding guys like Brad Marchand at the trade deadline, it's they just added more Florida Panther-y type guys. You know what I mean?
More rats.
More rats.
See, when we say rat about those guys, it sounds more of an insult. When you said it sounded like a compliment.
No, yeah.
It's same words, different vibe.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
It
really actually is.
Mike Grinnell, yeah, I know. Just they're not ours, so it's not the same. Grinnelli, Spittin Chiclets pod, Chiclets University. Most importantly today, sounding the siren. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself into here?
No, I've watched a few of them now.
I appreciate the grinding tape.
So I'm grinding the tape. So one thing I've noticed is the foot placement. It looks like you have to put your foot on like the bottom piece of metal, so the thing doesn't fall over.
It's on wheels.
So I
wheel it in and out.
Am I like you guys were telling me beforehand that like my crank level is going to be judged basically.
If you think you're doing it too much, you're not doing it enough. Like think you're like, yeah, am I at an 8, 9, 10? No, get that thing to an 11 or 12 and then go even further.
See, because when I was watching the clips online, I'm like, oh, they're going so crazy. I feel like they're not even going to notice me.
Well, that's true too. But there are a few people out there that are judging. It's a hockey crowd. It's an effort thing, right?
Yeah.
Who cares what your technique is? It's about, are you trying hard? So
true.
Just give a little effort, and everybody, if the thing wiggles on you or whatever, they'll be apologetic, or they'll be sympathetic is the word I'm looking for. But make sure you give it a go.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna try to crank the thing as hard as I can. That's probably gonna get clipped, but I'm just gonna give it 110%, and I feel like that's all I can do. Luckily, I'm not going first. I was worried about that, and I'm obviously not important enough to go first. But yeah, I think I'm going in between the first intermission. I'm excited.
Don't sell yourself short. The Gargoyles, they're big in the area.
How's the buzz? How's the buzz about this?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited.
I'm just gonna say, do we have any Gargoyles questions to ask?
Well, one thing that I'm curious about is
there's a lot of picks they got in the Miko deal that are going to be developing there, which Biz and all of a sudden all those deals look a little bit better, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, but it's interesting that the state of North Carolina now has all 5 professional levels of hockey, because in Fayetteville they have the Marksmen's other professional hockey league. I know there's a team in the Fed that's in the state as well. Charlotte's the AHL team, obviously the Canes here, and the ECHL team is being back. There used to be the Greensboro Generals way back in the day, and I know fans of hockey out there in the Triad and the Greensboro area are excited to have pro hockey coming back.
I'm so excited. Tell me something about Greensboro that I wouldn't know. I mean, I've heard it's tournament city, right? Yeah. They have all the ACC tournaments there. But what do I got to know about Greensboro? It looks like they have a huge parking lot in front of the arena as well.
Oh, it's massive. It's a big arena.
So maybe we'll do some tailgating there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. People will lean into
the Coliseum is like historic.
Yeah.
If there's some wormholes you can go down as far as like games and things that you've probably seen. I mean, obviously like college basketball and all that. But games that you've probably seen a billion times in like highlight packages going in and out of commercials, watching games. You're like, oh, that was at the college. Oh, that was there too. Oh, that was there too. It's there's some aura there.
Every team does theme nights, Star Wars night, whatever it is. Do a pro wrestling night.
Ooh.
Do a pro wrestling night. Some of the biggest matches in pro wrestling history have been in the state of North Carolina and at the Greensboro Coliseum.
Wow.
Do a pro wrestling night.
I love that.
Yes.
We can hook you up with some documentaries from some of our colleagues about the pro wrestling scene in North Carolina that will, again, if you're into that sort of thing, absolutely look into it because Greensboro's got a history.
Yeah, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, the whole deal.
One thing I'm pushing for is there are a bunch of colleges around here. And I think that one of the best parts about college hockey is the band. I think when you go into the arena, the band's playing, they got their fight songs. I want the Gargoyles to have a band.
Get A&T, North Carolina A&T State University. Get the Fighting Aggies marching band, one of the best marching bands in the entire country.
Get them in there.
Yeah, get them in. I'm dead serious. Lean into the college stuff.
And how far is that from Greensboro?
It's in Greensboro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And there's enough alumni. So, I mean, the bands, it's not as much anymore. They used to have like 30-year-olds because there's no eligibility for bands, right? You could be graduated 5 years.
But every school's like that. Michigan had like 75-year-old guys like playing the clarinet.
Yeah. So tap into that alumni group if you're trying to get like your own deal. That band would be electric. Absolutely electric.
I think it would it give Greensboro a unique touch, right? And it would connect with the local colleges.
Yeah, and even talk to UNC and NC State. Get their club teams out there to play. Other club teams like host college club hockey events and stuff there at the Greensboro Coliseum as well. Like before a Gargoyles game, like make it like a 2-for-1 type deal.
So are you guys NC State guys or UNC guys?
Neither.
What are you trying to get us killed?
What are you doing out here?
And there's the triangle, right? It's UNC, Duke, and State in no particular order. But allegiances on that sort of thing will, especially in the media, if you make it known, it'll be an issue.
Okay. Well, I'll say this: UNC has just hired Bill Belichick. I'm a Boston guy, so
that's fair.
Now I'm leaning towards UNC.
For you, I think that's fine.
That's
but
fair.
Usually, and I'll say this is more stereotypical, the Canes crowd is more of a State crowd. So if you're just trying to get cheap applause, if you bump into somebody, little go Wolfpack. Probably get you a more welcoming. Just in,
I'll play it by
I'm
ear.
talking in the Lenovo Center tonight. That's just
Go
maybe,
Wolfpack.
maybe a little bit of a. We
Go
get the
Wolfpack.
little hand signals and all that kind of stuff.
Do the NC State like little wolf.
Like that.
Yeah,
There you go.
Love
there
it.
you go.
All right, we do need 2 predictions from you. We do something called the first goal scorer prediction. For not you, but for the listeners, there's prizes on the line. We need a player, has to be a Cane, first goal for the Canes, and a period. So who scores the first goal and in what period?
I think Jordan Martinook's getting one early. I think Jordan Martinook is going to get one early, and I think that's what the Hurricanes need. Get a goal early, play your game, let Freddie Anderson be Freddie Anderson, and it'll be a low-scoring game, 2-1 final.
I imagine the Chiclets are. I mean, they like the superstars, but I imagine you're a big Martinook pod. Like he just seems like he'd fit with the vibe. Yeah.
How can you not? And the fact he was on waivers last year, like it's just a crazy story. He's a great hockey player. I think he is a hockey player. You know what I mean by
absolutely.
that? Like in every aspect of the word. And I think that's one thing. I think the Canes. Coming into the Capitals series, everyone was talking about how much more physical the Capitals were than the Hurricanes, and they completely shut them down. They shut Tom Wilson down from a physicality standpoint, and that was that third line of Martinook and Jordan and Stahl. So
we don't number our lines here. That's a Stall line.
Okay, just a Stahl line.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a Rod
That's a Robert
brind'amour thing.
thing.
That's a direct quote. But yes, you're right. It's the third line. Actually, now you just sparked one of the things that we've been talking about for this game. They did out physical the Caps, right? And like from the first game, they're leading them in hits and all this stuff. Did that almost like give the Canes too much confidence? Because they came out putting guys into the boards yesterday, and I'm going like, that's not your game. Hold on. The Panthers will regroup on that, and I think it kind of got them off rhythm.
it's tough because I think you have to find like a happy medium. Like you have to stick with playing your game, like I said earlier, but you do have to play physical. And I think I think it's a little bit more on display now because it is the Florida Panthers who are a notoriously physical team. But I think, you got to find that happy medium, play a physical hockey game, but you can't give in to the extracurriculars, i.e. shooting pucks at Brad Marchand to piss off one of the best players in playoff hockey right now.
That is one of those things, like when it happened, I watched it and it kind of made sense, but every time you say it out loud, and just like, you can't be in your own offensive zone shooting pucks at Brad Marchand.
No.
It's like, it sounds maybe a little bit crazier than it felt in the moment for some reason.
And that's just the guy you don't want to piss off.
Very true. Last prediction, and this is Mike Grinnell, Spittin Chiclets pod, Chiclets University. He's going to be here sounding the siren, doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. We need a goal scorer or a final score prediction.
2-1. I think it's 2-1 Carolina.
There
I
it
think
is.
It's going to be a low-scoring game. I want to say 3-1 with the empty netter, but I
Empty
think,
net fetch.
I think it's going to be a 2-1 game, and maybe it even is an overtime winner.
Ooh.
Okay, all right.
He's in town for a night, and he's calling for a classic.
Just not 4 overtime.
Oh, yeah, I hope not. I got a 5 a.m. flight tomorrow.
You might as well
Wedding in Rhode Island,
No
boys.
sleep. No sleep. No sleep. Mike, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Go Canes.
Absolutely, brother.
Good luck with the gargoyles. Good luck with the siren. We'll be
Go
watching.
Gargoyles. Go Gargoyles.
We'll be watching intently.